for myself, trying to prove my existence. I wouldn't listen to nobody else. But then time caught up with my plans. And when the day broke, it exposed me for the fool that I really am. But you said, let me lead you, let me take you by the hand, yeah. So I can feed you from a good and precious land. All my eyes have seen, you're all I need, you're all I need, yeah. So now I'm learning to walk in your steps. I've been losing my apprehension with death. But you said, let me lead you, let me take you by the hand, so I can feed you from a good and precious land. Now I owe it all to you, giving my heart to you, freedom becoming true. Nobody else like you, do what you promised to, and I'm so grateful for your love. And all my eyes have seen the wonders of your mystery received. I've tasted what it means. Now nothing else is good enough for me. You're all I need. You're all I need. You're all I need. You're all I need. Oh, I need you. Yeah, I need you. Oh, I need you now. Now I owe it all to you, giving my heart to you, freedom becoming true. Nobody else like you, do what you promised to, and I'm so grateful for you. I'm so grateful for your love. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I need you in my life.
What's up? Okay, wrong button there, Mom. What's up, everybody? We are live, as you can see. We are live, and this is what we do when we're live. We just kind of, try to make it work. We started a little late because of technical difficulties that we were having with the streaming software, but we got it figured out. We got the glitches out, and we're in here. We're going to get started, and we're going to make it a quick one because we're starting mad late tonight, and Moan is away. He's on his vacation, starting with the going through the Grand Canyon, so shout out to him. But we here. Check us out. Hit the like button. Hit the comments. You are watching Young Lion TV. Now you can hear.
Everywhere I look, they're dying. Everywhere I look, they're dying. Young lion. Everywhere I look, they're dying. Everywhere I look, they're dying. Young lion. Won't you get up and start fighting? Everywhere I look, they're hiding. Young lion.
Hopefully you guys heard that intro. We didn't hear it in here for some reason. I don't know. But yeah, we're on Young Lion TV. We're in the building. We're ready to get started this evening with talking about what's going on in the world. We've been traveling over this weekend. Had a crazy trip going to Dallas-Fort Worth and trying to fly in there with this storm. I believe the storm that we just got is the storm that came while we were flying into Dallas, and our plane got diverted and turned what was supposed to be like a 3-hour something flight into a 8-hour flight. But we made it, thank God, and we got through it. We got back, had Father's Day weekend, and we're in here. So I got my brother with me this evening. He's sitting in the other chair. He is my big brother, but you know he's everybody's big brother. He's the preacher, teacher, people reacher. Jacob Eugene Evans is here with me.
¿Cómo estás?
And, of course, holding down the production. She's hitting the intro when she's supposed to, not making any mistakes, doing her best work, and she's trying to cover up the stain on her shirt. She is our mom, and we love her, Miss Angeline Lopez.
Oh, my God.
Covering it and you're going to...
No. She was like, "Can you make sure you zoom in to
Right.
cover up
And
the
then he
stain on
says
my
it.
shirt?" It's okay. Wow.
Nobody can see.
Nobody can see it.
I know, but he said it. Like,
Who
what the heck?
cares? But it's just funny. Yeah, and I'm the guy that they say looks like everybody, somebody that you know, and I'm trying to hold down the clips and the navigation through these waters, and I'm Jamie Evans over here. But yeah, we're here. Father's Day weekend. We had a nice little trip. Anything you want to say about the trip and the experience?
It sucked. It was trying. I think it ended well. Our ride home, and even though we had a long day,
Yeah.
getting home because
We had a connection. We had a layover in St. Louis.
But, there were some things there. We could talk about that later.
Yeah.
But there were some things that happened that were cool.
Yeah.
But I would say like our experience at the show we were at was very trying. Everything went wrong. We had a long flight.
Yeah. Extended flight because of weather, which
Yes.
then pushed back. And the it's always tricky when you have the morning flight, which is the reason why we try to get on the earliest flight, which is another thing because our flight was at 5 a.m. So we had to be up extra early to be at the airport.
Yeah, so we got to get up at 2.
Yeah. To then be at the airport in time to make sure you get through security and board. And our sound check time was supposed to be at noon, which is an early time for sound check for those that, people that know doing a show like 12 o'clock is kind of early, especially when it's going to be a late show.
Yeah.
But it wasn't going to be a problem because our flight was so early. We were supposed to get in around 7:30, be at the hotel, and then, take the bus over to sound check, do that, and come back.
Mm-hmm.
And so when the flight gets pushed back like that and delayed, and that everybody coming in there was like 4 other acts on this show, which means everybody's flight's delayed, which means it's pushing back the entire schedule, which means
three bands?
4 bands.
4 bands?
4 bands.
Oh, wow.
4 bands and 1 track. Yeah. So 5 acts total. Yeah. And so that's gonna make everything chaotic. And then on top of that, it wasn't the most organized of a organization.
The most, yeah, I would say wasn't organized at all. I would put that close to our highest in terms of like worst sound check.
It's definitely up there. I've been saying it since it's in the top 3 for me.
Yeah.
Of worst experiences that we've had over our entire 20 years of
just to put this in perspective, sound check, if it's a good sound check, it'll take hour and a half.
Yeah.
If they got everything ready for us.
Right. If they're not having issues.
An okay sound check, 2 hours.
Yeah, I'm
Right.
okay with 2 hours.
Yeah, 2
I wouldn't
hours.
be mad if we get done in
Right.
2 hours.
But how many hours?
Well,
About-
we ended up arriving to the event. And the thing is, like, how many hours did we spend sound checking? That's different than how many hours were we there
Yeah.
trying to sound check.
Well,
Like,
we were supposed to sound check at 12.
yes.
We got there at 12:30.
Got there at 12:30.
They weren't ready.
Weren't ready for us.
They still had another band to sound check.
Yes, we were supposed to be the second band to sound check.
Yeah. So-
And that band had just arrived when we arrived,
Right.
which we knew was going to push us back. But also, the stage wasn't ready. Nothing was plugged in. Nothing was in place.
Right.
So that all needs to be done before the first band even starts.
So that band didn't even start like actually sound checking until around 3:30.
I think we started hearing kick drum sounds like towards the end of the U.S. game,
Right.
which was like 3:30.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it started we were in Central Time. It was started at 2, so we were saying like, oh, we'll be able to watch the game after sound check, thinking like we'll be done in time.
Yeah.
So we end up watching the game backstage before sound check.
Yeah. And also, you're stuck there. There's not really anything to eat.
Yeah,
This is an issue I have with a lot of these promoters, I guess you say. They don't care nothing about the artist.
Yeah.
Not all of them, because sometimes people really
go above
they're
and beyond.
very
Yeah.
hospitable.
Mhm.
But a lot of times, man, they could care less. They don't care how long you're waiting. They don't care about if you ate.
Yeah.
We're supposed to get food in our riders. They
Mhm.
don't care. So, that was another issue.
Yeah, I mean, and luckily, our manager fought to get us some food while we were waiting.
Yeah.
Because that would have been insane for us to be there. We had been up already since 2. Now you're talking about 12 hours later. We're still sitting there watching the game now and haven't eaten, they didn't even have the green rooms ready when we got there. It was just one thing after the next. So by the time we got on stage to sound check, it was like 5.
Yeah.
That's what time it was when we stepped on stage.
Didn't you say it was run by women?
Yes, it was. It was a whole organization of women.
Not to say that women can't run anything.
Yeah.
No, but that was run by women, and it was horrible.
But, I mean, there's been a lot of times where it's been run by men, too, and it's been horrible. So.
Absolutely, yeah. But the funny thing was, the difference. So like when we do events where men run it and it's run horribly, it's just like disorganized. Dude, you don't know who's who. Everybody's just kind of all over the place.
Right.
This is like everyone has a title. They want to let you know what their title is and who they are and where they.
That is the difference.
Yeah,
There's
and
too
it's-
many people.
Yeah, there's all these people who
Yeah.
want to introduce themselves to you and make it seem like, is there anything I could do for you? Yeah, can we do this? I'm sorry, we don't have that. Okay, do you guys
I
have
gotta
any?
check with this one. I gotta check with that one.
Do you guys have coffee? We don't have coffee. Okay, aren't we supposed to have this? Let me check on that. It's just a lot of that stuff.
Right.
Yeah, so it's like people pretending to care and want to act like they have a role to play, but nothing's actually being
Too
done.
many
And the
chefs.
thing is, like, we're the type of organization where we're very easygoing. Like we've seen people cuss out organizations, sound crews, like
Yeah. I mean, we're very understanding.
yeah.
But there's levels.
There's
Like,
levels,
even then, like, it's not like we're snapping on anybody.
Yeah.
But it is like, yo,
This is
this is
crazy.
kinda crazy.
And the thing is, like, you kind of go into it knowing, expecting what's going to happen, and trying to communicate that to her, telling when we first got there, like, listen, we can go back to the hotel. I'm looking at what's going on. No, we need y'all to stay here. We're gonna be ready for y'all in a little bit. No, you're not.
Yeah. And we know just from experience, like, yo, nothing's set up. We
Yeah.
know we're gonna be here for a while, and we got another band
Right.
before us, but we're like, all right. I don't see how that's gonna happen.
So we end up being on stage at 5, and then doors are supposed to open at 7, I think. And so they maybe 6:30.
Yeah, it was 6:30.
Yeah. So I mean, it was a nightmare sound check scenario on top of waiting
Right.
all that time. Like they lost. They couldn't figure out how to do anything.
Now, sound check is not like people think, okay, sound check, you're going to get up on stage and just sing, right?
Yeah.
Or,
Or just play a couple songs and make sure it sounds good. No, that's not how sound check works.
Yeah, they have to. First of all, we have a stage plot, right?
Yeah.
Courtesy of Jamie, and we have a way things are supposed to be set up, the way things are routed.
Yeah.
Right. I'm not going to go into detail,
Right.
of course, but so you should know, like, you send that ahead of time,
Yeah.
so they have that all set up.
Months they've been
And
preparing for this.
They know where everything is supposed to be,
Yeah.
right? So when we get on stage, it should be already done.
Yeah.
Nothing's done
Right.
whatsoever at all.
Mm-hmm.
So they have to put wires in. They're doing everything as we're there, which takes another hour and a half.
Yeah.
And then we have to check like our ears.
Yeah.
So by the time, like, meaning we have to check if what we can hear, right? Because we need monitors. Think about singers. If you can't hear, you can't sing,
Yeah.
right? Which happened
Yeah.
in the show.
Yeah.
But so you got to be able to hear,
Yeah.
right? The drummers got to hear. Everybody, all the musicians
Right.
have to be able to hear, right?
And in an ideal situation, in a good sound check, you get to the point where we run through everything. Everybody's mix in their ear is great. They feel comfortable and they can put on a great show because they love the way it sounds.
right.
In this scenario that we were in this time, it's kind of like you get to the point where they need to open doors. They're yelling at us because we're still on stage, but we haven't gotten any mixes yet.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of like, all right, just give me something I can hear so we can just get through the show.
Yeah.
And we couldn't even get that because they couldn't find stuff. They didn't know they couldn't figure out where our background vocals were. They couldn't figure out where the guitar, like they couldn't put our guitar in the system for like 45 minutes.
And they had like 10 people,
Yeah.
but yet.
And everyone was confused. Everyone's trying to help
Yeah.
each other out. So like when they were one of the promoters was like trying to talk to me like we really need to open up.
And how many times does this happen?
Yes, all the time,
right?
all the time. And I said that. I said I know what's going to happen. We're going to get on this stage and y'all are going to tell me y'all need to hurry up after we've been sitting around all day waiting. You know what I mean? It's exactly what happens.
Yeah.
And then he comes to me like, it's not your fault, I know, but we need to open the door. I said, listen, they don't know where our vocals are. I showed them on the mic. 1, 2, 3. You can't hear us, right? They don't know where our vocals are. We can't do the show without vocals. Yeah. They don't know where the guitar is. So it took them forever to get all that up. And
meaning when you say they don't know, when you plug in, they don't know where it's coming from.
Yeah.
So you have to, there's a line that connects to the board, right? And you need to know where that's coming from so you can mix it.
And on a big show like this where you have multiple bands, it can get complicated and confusing, but you have to hire the people that are organized in a way where they know how to make all that flow and run properly so you don't run into those issues, because it can get chaotic when you have 4 different bands and our setup alone is like 25 channels of stuff, which is not a lot.
Yeah,
I consolidate.
You condense everything.
I try to keep it simple. I consolidate so
just
many
so
things.
we don't have these problems.
Exactly.
Because we've had these problems in the past.
Denver said another mic and a hookup.
That's right, Denver. On a grand scale.
Yeah.
So it's but the crazy thing was even after all of that, like the audience is sitting down and setting up and sitting down, and we're still trying to get through sound check. And we finally get to the point where I hear guitar in the house. I hear guitar in our ears. They finally got it. I'm like, all right, good. We're just going to leave it at that. I know there's guitar.
Yeah.
I know we have vocals. I can hear the vocals. Okay. So sound check wasn't even a sound check. It was just make sure all the instruments work.
So we got off like 7 something.
7:30.
Yeah, around there.
It was like 7:15.
Yeah. So if you think about it, remember 12 o'clock.
Yeah. We had got there at 12:30.
12:30. So
It's now 7:15,
Yeah.
and we're getting off the stage.
That's-
horrible.
And so now you're in this other dilemma where it's like we still haven't gone to the hotel, we haven't showered, we haven't ironed our clothes. Our showtime is at 9:15, so it's a half hour to the hotel.
Wow.
So now we're in this weird gray area where it's like we don't even have time to really go back to the hotel, do what we need to do, and come back in time for the show. So we're like, okay, we're gonna have to just stay here.
Oh
And-
my gosh! And then you had to iron your stuff there.
We had to iron our stuff in the green room. Luckily, Freddie brought an iron from the hotel because he was at the hotel already. So he usually don't come to sound check. So he was there. That's how long it took. He was there for
Yeah.
the show, like getting dressed, chilling in the green room, and we were still not done sound check. So we all had to take turns using his iron to iron our
Oh my
clothes in the green
gosh.
room, and to be ready to go on at 9:15. 9 o'clock comes, we start getting dressed. 9:15 comes, they're not ready for us. 9:30,
Wow.
10 o'clock,
Oh my God! You could
11
have gone
o'clock.
to the. You could've-
11 o'clock.
and understand, like we woke up at 2 o'clock our time. This is now Central Time, right?
Right. So 11 o'clock is midnight.
Yeah. So it's
Yeah.
Yeah.
we're not going on until 9:15, but that's actually
10:15.
So you
10:15.
could have gone back to
Our
the
time.
hotel.
Yes,
Gosh.
Yeah, we could have.
we could have.
We didn't go on until I think
11, right? Did you
11.
say?
It was after 11. It was
Oh my
like,
gosh.
it was well after 11. I think it was closer to 12 because I remember we only did about 40 minutes and it was 1 o'clock when we were driving home from the
horrible.
venue.
right. Yeah.
It was 1
We got
a.m.
back at-
which was 2 a.m. our time. And I remember saying like, yo, we are officially 24 hours going nonstop
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
from when we left.
As we were in the car.
Yeah. So
right.
Wow, that was hard. Oh my goodness.
And we didn't. We ate one time.
yeah.
Well, thank God for Dave.
Yeah, I know. That's why I told him like if you didn't force them, and it wasn't like they went and got some Dominoes and snuck it into the green room for us because we were starving.
Wow.
But yeah, if it wasn't for that, it would have been even a million times worse.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because we were starving, we're tired,
gosh.
jet lag, and it's like then the show keeps dragging. And the other thing was it was freezing in there so bad that we all ended up
Oh yeah.
just going outside in the back of the like venue on the street and sitting out on the step because it was warmer out there. Even Freddie was out there with us, just sitting there.
Why did they have it so cold?
I don't know.
It was like 50s.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
It was cold. It
Yeah,
was probably like literally a little over 50.
yeah,
Because when we came and outside wasn't hot. It was
Yeah.
probably like in the 60s.
yeah.
So we came back in and it's like you really
Yeah.
once you go back in, you really feel it how cold it is.
Yeah, it was insane.
But did the lights warm you up a little bit when you were singing?
No. I mean we we move, so you are getting warmer.
yeah.
But yeah, so it was a lot. It was a long day.
Trying, challenging.
It was challenging. And those are the things where it's like you learn how to deal with it, put it into perspective. We joke about it
Yeah,
because that's what all you can do to get through it.
yeah. And luckily we have a crew of people that have good mindsets about it, and they're not. We don't have anybody that's like really diva-ish where it's gonna be a huge problem. Like everybody is kind of they understand and we make it work, and we're all team players in that way, which is a blessing because it could get bad with situations like that. Yeah.
The drummer is really nice.
Oh yeah. Brandon he's a good dude. But yeah, and then so when we came back, then you had to go right to a graduation party.
Yep. Like literally from
Were you tired? Were you like? Because I crashed.
I
After
was,
a little while.
but I didn't really feel it until I got home.
Okay.
So
Isn't that funny? That's always how it is for me too. Like if I have something to do right after we get back,
yeah, you don't feel it.
you don't feel it. It's until your body knows you're settled.
Right.
Then it's like you just crash.
Mm-hmm.
You can't.
Yeah, 'cause-
like I can't physically stay awake. Like I'm like.
I sat down on the couch like when we all got home.
Yeah.
Like me, the kids, and my wife. I sat down on the couch and just started falling asleep. So I'm like, all right, let me go upstairs because I don't want to fall asleep on the couch.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just went to sleep. And then I woke up early. Woke up because we had church.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I don't know. I think when I got home yesterday, like that's when I really slept.
Okay.
After, because we had Father's Day, but we had my brother-in-law's birthday.
Oh, okay.
Harvey, so we had a party for that. So
You had a jam-packed weekend.
Yeah, it's a busy weekend.
There's always something going on with them because there's so many of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out
Yes.
there, man.
Yes.
Father's
Happy
Day is
Father's
important, even though it's very much not made a big deal. But this year I felt like everybody they went above and beyond this year. I got a bunch of underwear and socks, as always. Yeah, and Liz and them made oxtails and some food for me, and then we had because it was the summer solstice too.
Was it?
Yeah, so I told them, I said I want to hang out in the backyard with a fire pit and just watch it's the longest day, watch the suns go down on the longest day. Ended up being like 9:15 before the sun fully set. It was cool. So we were out there playing some board games in front of the fire. We watched the Goat movie with the kids, and then we what else did we do? Pop popcorn out there. And, yeah, it was
Nice.
cool. Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, but. Yeah, man, but the World Cup is still going strong. And that was one of the things that we noticed when we were traveling, I will say, is we were in the airport and you see people coming from all over the world through our airports. And you could, there was a bunch of people from Scotland in the St. Louis airport, which was cool because you got to talk to them a little bit and see what their vibe was and how they were, if it's really like what we were seeing online. And it pretty, like, you're getting the same response from everybody. Like, they're loving it.
I stopped and got some food, and there were some guys in kilts sitting there eating, so I knew they were from Scotland. So I was waiting for my food, so I just went over and talked to them, and they were like saying, yeah, man, it's so... everybody's so nice here. Yeah. They're so kind. And, just talking about America. We love America. And I saw, even after I got done, there was a family that was sitting behind them. They started talking.
Yeah.
I just like that. Like to see, the people are kind to each other. I sat down next to a guy to eat my food, and we started talking. I mean, he was from America, but he was from Dallas.
Okay.
So he's probably on our plane.
Oh, okay.
But then he was going, I didn't see him on the plane, but he was going to Miami, I think. But we had a conversation. So it was just a good time there.
Yeah.
I talked to a lot of people. We talked to that older Scottish guy.
Yeah.
He was going to Miami.
He went to 2 games in Boston and went to Fenway Park, saw a baseball game.
Right.
And I saw that clip of all the Scots in Fenway, singing and go, so he, seeing somebody that was a part of that as well was cool. And he was on his way to Miami.
Yeah. But it's definitely... I don't like saying vibe, but there definitely was a vibe that you felt. Like it wasn't just like people going about their day in the airport. It was more of a people were more open.
Yeah, there was definitely an energy. There's this air of appreciation for this country, and I'm seeing even Americans that kind of lost that, feeling it again. Like, wow, I like seeing this, that people like our country, And there is a theme of hey, we've been lied to. Like, you're hearing that a lot. Like, what the media has been saying about America isn't true. So yeah, there's a lot more clips that have been going viral. So I'll play a little bit more along those lines. If you could pull this up, Mom.
We owe America a huge apology because America is nothing like what the media tells us. Everyone is so friendly, everyone is so accommodating, and I've honestly had the best time. I fly home Sunday and the English have a song where we say, please don't take me home, I just don't want to go to work. Let me stay here and drink all your beer. And I've never resonated with that song more than in America for this World Cup. I wish I could stay and finish the tournament watching England. So if anyone is out there that can help me make this happen, then please let me know. I want nothing more than to stay in the USA, finish the World Cup, and meet more fantastic Americans.
That's cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
You got my clips?
Yeah, I got yours.
Okay.
Yeah, along the same lines. This guy saying, we owe America an apology.
You deserve and are owed an apology. And I'm going to say sorry on behalf of all the countries outside America and their media and the narrative they paint about America. Hundreds and thousands of fans for the World Cup are now seeing America through their own eyes, realizing the narrative they've been fed is false. And they're now realizing America is not the place that they thought it was. And I am sorry the media in these countries outside of America paints you the way they do. America is rich in culture, scenery, the people are amazing. And the media in the countries outside of America paint this weird narrative that it's a place that you shouldn't go. But now the tides are changing. There is a shift that is happening. And I'm sorry you've been painted in this light for so long. And I'm so happy America is finally receiving the flowers that it deserves. We've all seen the videos of the Europeans experiencing America for what it truly is, and it's amazing. When I first landed in America all those years ago, I came with an open mind. I saw it through my own eyes, and it's exactly what is happening right now with all the traveling fans for the World Cup and the foreigners. They are seeing America through their own eyes, and they're realizing how amazing it actually is. America,
Yeah. I mean, that's
That's nice.
that's just good to see, man. Like, it makes you feel good.
Yeah.
It makes you realize, like,
It makes you appreciate
Yeah.
what we have that sometimes you don't see or you're not paying attention to.
yeah,
Because you're too focused on the issues.
you're focused on the negativity, the fear mongering of the media. Like, they always try to make everything seem like it's the end of the world. America is, everyone's killing each other. It's hate crimes. It's this, it's that.
What's up, guys? Reporting to you live from NRG Stadium, the World Cup match between the Netherlands and the Swedish. And I just got to tell you guys, we're about an hour before kickoff. The stadium is already packed. They just did the national anthem, and the Dutch and the Swedish were both singing. And when they got to the end of it, Land of the Free, they were all belting it. The whole stadium full of Europeans belting Land of the Free. Whenever you see this reporting in the media that the World Cup's a failure, or the stadiums are empty, or the foreigners aren't enjoying themselves, bull crap. Bull crap. I've been here for about 30 minutes. I've been walking around. I've been meeting some people. Nothing but smiles. Nothing but cheers. Everyone's having a great time. They even sang the national anthem. The stadium is packed for an hour until kickoff. This World Cup has been a smashing success, guys. Total smashing success. Everyone is loving it. The game hasn't even started yet, and we're all having the time of our lives. Don't believe the fake news. U.S. World Cup 2026 has been a massive success. We should be proud as a country. These people are loving our country. They're loving our stadiums. They're loving our people. This has been a beautiful event. I'm so excited for this game. Don't believe the fake news. This has been a massive success. Everyone is having a blast.
Yeah.
Nice.
And that was the narrative. Like, no one wants to come. Tickets aren't selling. This is World Cup is going to be a failure. No one wants to go to America because of Trump. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And I have seen the video, like, games that is nothing but foreign audience singing the national anthem, our national anthem, singing John Denver. Well,
Do you have any of that?
I couldn't find it, but there's videos of them singing Country Road.
Yeah, the one in Seattle. That was just a really cool image.
Yeah.
To see.
What's this one?
It sounds like the Norway.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
crazy. That's in. I said, I don't know. Maybe the U.S. should host every World Cup. Where is the video of? Where's the one you sent me? Was it this one? No.
I don't think I sent you that.
Did you send me something about?
I did send you something about the World Cup, but it's like a compilation I put together.
Oh, I know where it is. Okay, because it's not it's an actual video. Yeah. Let me see.
Honestly, be the best stadium.
Here we go.
Stadium I've ever seen. Look at this. Oh my word. This place is incredible. The US weren't joking when they said they had the best stadiums, because this is insane. I have to say this about the World Cup. America has absolutely smashed it. Before this tournament, you had people online saying it's going to be a terrible World Cup. America doesn't like football. Nobody's going to travel. We're not going to feel welcomed. And it's been quite the opposite. We've got fans from all corners of the globes. We've got packed world-class stadiums, by the way. Friendly people. Everybody you meet is just stopping you and talking about football and your experiences. I think we can all agree that America has done an absolutely fantastic job of hosting this World Cup so far. Genuinely feel a lot of people's opinions on America will now change after this World Cup.
Something I love about America is the patriotism. Like, look at this place. Look at it. Before coming here, I thought patriotism was something that you only see in the movies. And then I came here and you see the flag everywhere. On people's house, neighborhoods, on businesses. Sometimes you like drive your car on the highway and you see a huge flag. And like there's something so cool about people feeling genuinely proud of their country. And now I'm excited to see how it's going to look like for 4th of July. Because if I see American flags everywhere right now, I don't even know how it's going to look like for 4th of July. I think it's going to be the craziest experience I'll ever have in my life. So Americans keep being proud of their country, don't listen to what people say on social media and stuff like that, and keep this patriotism because it makes the country even more beautiful.
Happy birthday to me today, and I feel validated today, and that is because of this. I live in LA, right, and I've been here for 11 years, and over the time I've been here, the country has had some interesting lefts and rights and ups and downs, is the polite way to put it, and I have to deal with my friends seeing things on the news that paints the US in general in a terrible light, and I'm speaking to you Americans here, you know that. You know that, but what we know living here is that it's actually, you know, for the most part, a wonderful place. I wouldn't live here if I didn't like it. And I know there's a lot of Americans out there that are like, well, if I could leave, I would leave. But what the Football World Cup, Soccer World Cup is showing the rest of the world who are coming to visit the USA in their millions to see the spectacle that is the World Cup. Okay, you would understand that if you weren't American, that it's a really big deal. And is that the USA is a pretty fucking awesome thing to behold. It validates me, not that I require validation of anybody anymore. I'm a changed man. People are seeing that the US is more than the things they're seeing on the news in their respective countries in Europe. And it feels nice. People are saying we want to come back. They already want to come back before they've even left. Well done, you Americans, for being welcoming, for being hospitable. And you know, even the Iranian team came out and they said we've never felt so welcome. You know, and now admittedly, the government made sure that the Iranian football team was moved to Mexico to train, and then they shipped them in for the games. That doesn't seem very nice, but that's the government, right? I'm trying to stay away from politics here.
I have one thing to ask of all the Americans enjoying the FIFA World Cup, Europeans being here. Please remember this, because what they're seeing, what you're seeing through their eyes right now is what it actually is here. No one really knew they were coming. We're not big soccer people. It's not like we were preparing. It's not like people are trying to show a better side of us than it is. These are videos of people just going around the country and meeting actual regular people in their actual regular lives being how they actually are. This is what it actually is. So when they leave and we go back to just seeing each other through our own eyes, don't forget that what they saw is the reality. What you're seeing is informed by your entire life and every argument and every political news story that you watch and every influencer that you see every day. What they're seeing right now is what it actually is. And we should all try to remember that after they leave.
All currently witnessing the world healing right now, and here's why. Since the World Cup has started, we have seen so many people from across the globe come to America and absolutely love it. They are understanding that America is one of the greatest countries on the planet. There is so much to do, and that the people are just wonderful. And the best thing about that is it's all the simple things, whether it's Waffle House, whether it's 7-Eleven, whether it's just big trucks, everybody is loving America. Now there's also a flip side to this that not a lot of people are talking about, but we've seen it all over social media, how America is taking witness to all the other people from across the globe coming here and showing off their culture. Whether it's the Scottish in Boston who are tearing it up and making themselves loud and proud, or it's the Japanese clearing up stadiums after games. The world is coming together, and it's such a beautiful.
That was a crazy sight, like seeing the Japanese people clean up the stadium. Yeah. That was cool, and seeing like some of the Americans getting in on it, like that was cool to see.
Oh, really? I didn't see.
Yeah, that's like a cultural thing for them. Like they clean up after their team plays in places. Yeah.
thing to see. So, hey, if you're out there and you see someone from a foreign country, or if you're someone who's foreign and you see an American, integrate, be welcoming, enjoy it. And to all the Americans who just aren't big fans of soccer or doubt its capabilities, this shows you the absolute love and the unity that it brings to everybody across the globe.
Yeah, man. Did you hear about the Algerians?
What?
Like that they where they're staying at, like the people there, they're like becoming like in love with each other.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like at first it was like weird, like they didn't know what to expect.
Yeah.
But now like the people love them, they love the people. Like some of them want to move there. Like it's becoming like that vibe, you know.
Yeah, I saw. I did put something in another video, but I mean, obviously it's not all Algerians, but they were chanting some kind of messed up stuff.
Oh, were they?
In Arabic, yeah.
Where's this? Which video?
It's in the video that I'm mostly talking about, like immigration and the flags and.
Oh, okay. In the statistics in Europe, that one.
I brought. There were a couple videos I gave you about that because it all like this is what's happening. Europe is letting all these people in. They're doing it, but then you see like. They're realizing now, like, this is not a good thing. I mean, I'm talking about the people, right? But it's starting to spill over into politics.
Right.
So I kind of put some stuff together about all that.
Let me see if there was something. So, yeah, because Algeria's in Kansas. Yeah. So everybody was like, "What is this going to be?" But before you get to before we move on, I want to just show a little bit of like more of the people talking about the experience.
Trampling on the flag is a little bit disrespectful. So everybody stood on the outside, and then we were singing and they were chanting, "Viva Algeria!" You know, 1, 2, 3, "Viva Algeria!" It was just like I got goosebumps. Oh, it was so, man. It's amazing.
It was just a white dude that was in love with the.
Yeah, and that song, Je t'aime, that means I love you. And
let me see. There was some other stuff where people were posting.
1, 2, 3, rock, chalk, Algeria. 1, 2, 3, rock, chalk, Algeria. You know, this is what it's all about. It's about cultural exchange, you know, sharing people and ideas and beliefs and customs.
Yeah, like they were expecting these racist whites, especially like, you know, knowing Algeria and like Trump and all of this, like it was going to be contentious, but they're like, people are getting into it. Yeah. For Algeria.
Oh, that's the one that I saw.
What's this?
They're like what they're saying.
What were they saying?
Does it say up there?
Let me see. Before Algeria-Argentina match in the World Cup, Algerian fans chanted, "Messi is the enemy of Allah. Allah's on our side. Algeria will destroy the infidel nation of Argentina." Wow.
Yeah.
Messi
like,
scored
that was
3.
a little crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. But wait, here's a community note. The sound in the video was altered with a chant from old videos. The chant mentions El Sisi, Egyptian president, not Messi.
No.
Yeah, see? Sometimes you gotta be careful with these clips.
who is Joey Sockness?
I don't know.
Oh.
Why?
No, because he says yo, I don't know.
Joey Sogness, yo. What's up, Joey? I don't know. I do see some stuff with Algerians getting in fights in Times Square. But anyway, so, talking about patriotism, talking about how they love seeing the flag and seeing all of that, how America is. You did have that one video that was interesting from a guy from Britain who was talking about the flags. Mm-hmm. And this is the juxtaposition, if you will, about the difference in freedom. If you could, I'll pull it up. That's all
£2,500 fine for raising the England flag during the World Cup. Now, Brits are already facing a £500 fine for wearing the England top during the World Cup. But now they want to introduce a £2,500 fine for anybody that has flags outside their home. Basically, you're not allowed to raise any England flag whatsoever. For anybody who's in England right now, who's supporting England during the World Cup, you can't do anything. And I said this months ago, when everyone was moaning about people raising the England flags all across the UK. I asked the question, if it's a problem now, is it going to be a problem during the World Cup? And rightly so, it is. £2,500 fine for raising your own country's flag during the World Cup. Country that we are living in. Let that sink in for a second.
How does that make any sense? You're not allowed to... That's what they want in this country. If the left could have its way.
Yeah, I mean, we've showed
the
guy kicking the flag. Like,
well, when I say they, I mean like the left, the Marxists, these people that are really trying to push, all of the different agendas. They want to be able to ban the American flag. Mm-hmm. They want to make it a symbol of hate, like how the Confederate flag is or whatever. I did have another video of a guy from England who made a good point to America.
One of the things that's become extremely apparent to me after spending a few days here with a group of Americans and other nationalities is how much of a English people are in general when it comes to arms, guns, and basically protecting their nation. We've been totally pacified in the UK, and through removal of our arms, our right to bear arms, it's caused a big problem for us. And now our government is basically turning into this absolutely tyrannical, feminine leadership that is gradually eroding all of our rights. And there's really not much we can do about it. One of the things that's...
Yeah. You see the huge problem.
Yep.
There was the story of that kid who got stabbed by a Sikh. Did you hear about that story? Mm-hmm. And the police arrested him because they said he said something racist. Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh!
And
arrested him while he's dying.
While he was dying, he died in handcuffs because they put him in cuffs after he told them he's been stabbed.
Oh my god!
They didn't believe him. It was a young kid.
Oh my god!
He had been stabbed. First of all, it's illegal to carry knives in the UK, but they allow these Sikhs to do it because of religious reasons, so they can carry these ceremonial knives that they have that are long daggers, pretty much. And this boy got stabbed, and while he was dying, they put him in cuffs because the guy told him that he said something racist. And after the investigation was done and everything, they realized that none of that was true.
Wow.
And that it was totally messed up situation, and they're protesting out there because of it. You see Starmer just resigned, the prime minister. Is he the prime minister?
I don't even know.
Hold on. Today, it happened today.
Wow.
Yeah, British Prime Minister Keir Starmer announced his resignation as leader of the Labour Party on June 22nd, 2026, paving the way for UK's seventh leader in a decade. He will serve as caretaker prime minister until his party selects blah, blah, blah. Let's see. Why did he resign? The Labour Party suffered severe losses in May, local and regional elections, signaling a drastic loss in confidence from voters who were angry over persistent living standards issues and illegal immigration. Following a poor election result, senior cabinet ministers resigned. It's pretty much he resigned in disgrace because he didn't have a choice, because things were getting so bad. People are protesting. But yeah, it's all has to do with what the people are dealing with out there. It's crazy.
Yeah, then that's the other video. I just kind of was breaking down like a lot of the immigration issues and the rape issues.
Right. Yeah, let me pull that up.
Okay, so these are the rape statistics here in Europe, a comparison between 2000 and 2023. Now,
make that bigger.
Poland stands out for some reason, and it does make me wonder, what is Poland possibly doing that the other countries are not? Why is
Poland
for
a second?
Ended her wedding.
Like, I can't see it from here. Can you see it? Like, just the difference between 2020, what is it, 2003 versus 2023? So
2000 versus 2023. So England and Wales, there was, I guess this is the amount of statistical like incidents of rape. In 2000, there was 8,593 cases. 2023, that number grows to 68,109. Germany, 8,133. That number grows to 39,129. France, 7,500 cases to 42,400 cases. And then the difference, the one who's totally against immigration and he is not, he's very vocal about it, is Poland. Poland went from 2,389 cases to 1,127 cases.
So it dropped.
So it went down.
And that was in between them being stronger on immigration.
Right. Well, they're totally against it. They won't take in any.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They did a little bit like in the 2000s,
right.
But once they
said no more, rape incidences totally plummeted. Yeah. All right.
That's sad.
A comparison between 2000 and 2023. Now, Poland stands out for some reason, and it does make me wonder, what is Poland possibly doing that the other countries are not? Why is Poland so safe when it comes to rape? You know, like it's weird. I mean, Polish women are beautiful as well, so I wonder why the rape case numbers are so low in comparison to the rest of Europe. Hold on a sec. Maybe it's because they don't let these guys in, right, by the thousands, right, every single day, without fail, whereas the other countries do. And then
fins and fins and fins, and everywhere you look, they're just fins. So it's a bit difficult to blend in here.
What? No, there are fins in Finland? No way.
Report found 1,400 children had been raped by Muslim gangs in the town. And we found out that the council knew, the police knew, everyone knew. But they didn't know what to do because all the perpetrators were Pakistani Muslim and all the victims were young white children. And they didn't want to inflame racial tensions. So they were scared of being branded racist.
The Rape Gang Inquiry Report has just been published, and over 250,000 white girls were raped and trafficked by Muslim immigrant pedophiles in the UK. And that's just what was reported over the
250,000.
Yeah.
Gosh.
This is new.
Yeah.
250,000. So even whatever that said, totally way more.
Wow. And that's only 3 years past what that was, because that was 2023.
Yeah.
Last few decades. I sifted through 219 pages of this report. It was incredibly hard to stomach, but here are my findings. Around 95% of the perpetrators were Pakistani Muslim gang members. The young girls were targeted by race and religion. The perpetrators would often refer to the girls as white trash, pig dogs, and chanting Arabic words praising Allah before performing their demonic activities. Some of their horrendous acts involved glass bottles and baseball bats. Girls were branded with an M for Muhammad. Girls were mocked for wearing a crucifix during the rapes. Girls were forced to have abortions with knitting needles. The report mentions how those in power have failed these young girls and the UK by undermining the severity of what was occurring. Some of those people including the Mayor of London, Sadiq Khan, the Prime Minister of the UK, Sir Keir Starmer, and police, social workers, and teachers, to name a few. One testimony specifically that was hard to read was of one girl who was getting trafficked. Her social worker attended her wedding, and during the wedding ceremony, she was raped.
Jamie, we just talked about that.
Yeah.
Prime Minister.
Yeah.
This just comes out not too long. So
right. So that I know that has something to do with it. And I think this boy getting killed too. Like all of this stuff combined.
Muslims next door celebrated. This is in the UK, mind you. This needs to come to an end. These Muslim gang members are not even receiving a fraction of what they truly deserve. Here are some direct words from the report. The Labour Party bears primary responsibility for the longest and most deliberate cover-up. Failure from government officials. Mayor of London Sadiq Khan repeatedly insisted there were no grooming gangs operating in the city. He described evidence from whistleblowers as politically motivated. He told the London Assembly that child sexual exploitation in the capital is a far more complex matter and does not fit the grooming style patterns on display across deprived northern towns. It then goes on to say, overall, the Labour Party did not just fail to prosecute the gangs. In most cases, its own members members were the abusers, and in most cases, its counselors, leaders, and ministers put loyalty to Pakistani Muslim blocs before child safety. The 219-page report gives recommendations as to what can practically be done. Number 1, increase prison sentences for group-based sexual assault. 2, reduce immigration, increase deportation, and denaturalization of foreign criminals. 3, special measures should be ramped up for child witnesses in grooming gang trials. 4, the CPS must create a dedicated national unit for group-based child sexual exploitation with specialist prosecutors trained in trauma-informed practice. 5, set up an overseas task force. Number 6, set up a compensation scheme for victims. Finally, number 7, there must be a statutory duty on every relevant public authority to record and publish the ethnicity, immigration status, nationality, and religion of both victims and perpetrators in all such cases. Every person with a moral compass should have a very rational and justifiable fear of Islam. The Quran speaks clearly. They think lowly of non-Muslims. They don't even view their own women as equals. Keep in mind, the UK Prime Minister praises Muslims as being the face of modern Britain. No, sir, it has no place in the West or modern-day society.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. And, like, I would love to hear what Piers Morgan has to say about this, because he's been one of the people like trying to downplay that whole thing. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, I mean,
every time he has someone on that brings it up, he tries to like downplay it.
Yep. I mean, he's very. I noticed with him, he's very like biased. Like
Mhm.
even with something as small as the Ronaldo Messi thing.
Yeah.
You know, like he is just he did something today. Oh, the GOAT missed the penalty. Like he was mocking.
Oh, so
Messi.
so he's not a Messi fan?
No, he literally destroys Messi. Like he's friends with Ronaldo. He's done interviews with Ronaldo.
Okay.
And he like tries to downplay Messi to Ronaldo.
He's totally lost all credibility.
Exactly. Like stop. Like I mean he's you never seen the video? He's like, he's not even the best Argentinian.
What?
Yeah, he's like
I've never seen
Maradona is the best Argentinian. So let's not even talk about him being the best player in the world, you know. So stuff like that. So
okay, let's keep going. This is the fake news right here. Let's skip on past this one. Was that the end?
It's quick though.
Was that the end of the video?
Yeah,
that was. Yeah.
Yeah, so you're seeing this stuff happen, right?
Mhm.
But if we can go back to the flag thing,
Mhm.
because I kind of put in what's going on, but then also what's happening.
Which flag thing? This one?
The one that
the flag in the
you
beginning?
showed. You showed the one with the England flag, but it was a whole video.
A whole video of flags?
Yeah. Well, not just flags, but
I'm trying to see where that was. I saw you sent one about the Colombia election.
yeah, no, the flag. You just played the flag one, right?
The flag one with the guy from England?
Yeah.
That was it.
That was it?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Did I send you the wrong thing?
That was it, bro.
£2,500 fine for
Big man is aggressive.
Oh, wait, maybe not. Oh, okay. Yeah.
But
That
now they
wasn't
want to
it.
introduce a
I thought it
£2,500
was.
fine for anybody that has flags outside their home. Basically, you're not allowed to raise any England flag whatsoever. So anybody who's in England right now, who's supporting England during the World Cup, you can't do anything. And I said this months ago, when everyone was moaning about people raising the England flags all across the UK. I asked the question, if it's a problem now, is it going to be a problem during the World Cup? And rightly so, it is. £2,500 fine for raising your own country's flag during the World Cup. Country that we are living in. Let that sink in for a second. The UK is washed, mate. Scandalous. Ooh, how about this one? For all my Scotland friends out there. Council staff warned not to display Scotland flags during World Cup. Council said workplaces need to remain inclusive and welcoming for everyone. Oh my God.
Wow.
And I thought it was just England. But it seems to be infectious to everybody else as well. What is it with these people? I don't see any other country doing this. It's just wrong on so many levels. What do we pay council tax for? What are we paying road tax for? Why are we supporting this absolute monstrosity by funding it? What are we paying for if we can't even raise our own flags in our own country to support our team during the biggest tournament in the world? Yet everybody else can do it. Honestly, lost the plot. And let's face it, nobody's going to listen to it.
It looked amazing. Flags everywhere. Now look at it. It just looks dead. Like, it don't even feel like the World Cup.
This street was once known for being the most patriotic in the UK because of the number of England flags which were flown here. But now Bristol City Council have told local residents they're not allowed to hang any flags from lampposts or any other street furniture because they say it's
Bristol
unsafe.
has been overrun with like
an
it's got a Muslim mayor.
Mm.
It's been overrun with like Muslim city council.
Wow.
So,
Like they're doing in Michigan and Minnesota.
It happens once every 4 years. Like, seriously? At the end of the day, this is England, and that's who we support.
The council said that it might be because it's making other people who perhaps aren't from England feel uncomfortable and feel not welcome.
Well, if they feel unwelcome, then that's a them problem, really. You're coming into England. So,
You're coming to our
it's
country.
English flag at the end of the day.
This is England. You know, this is what we do. This is how we celebrate sport. This is how we celebrate achievement. You know, and if we can't do that, then it's a sad world, isn't it?
Taking the flags down, I find it really offensive. I think we've got no humanity left in this country. It's shocking. It's racist. The fact that this big man is aggressively standing in front of me, raging, and then pulling these flags back off me says it all.
So she's trying to tear down the
Where's
flags.
the humanity? I have no words. I find it disgusting.
Wow.
People come here undocumented purely out of desperation.
There is absolutely no problem at all with flying the Palestine flag, with flying the Black Lives Matter flag, with flying the Pride flag, with flying the Ukraine flag. You can fly any flag you want, often off lampposts and public buildings, except the national flag, because our political class wants us to feel ashamed and embarrassed of who we are. But the patriotic majority of people out there, they will not follow that order. They will fly those flags from lampposts and public buildings, as will I, by the way, because we believe in this country.
Let's make Europe great again. And if the EU refuses, then guess what? We will just do it without you.
Just happened in Brussels.
And it is adopted. So Okay.
What?
This is the chamber of the European Parliament, the same parliament that for decades lectured sovereign nations about the importance of open borders and human rights. And just literally days ago, it voted to begin mass deportations throughout the continent, Trump style. The same institution that called Europe's patriots far-right extremists, the same institution that labeled concerns over mass migration racist, the same institution that's been punishing nations like Hungary and Poland for refusing to open up their borders, that institution just voted by a huge margin to do exactly what those patriot leaders have been demanding for years. Guys, Europe is done. And they have had it with the mass migration, the crime rates, the rape, everything that's gone through the roof, and they are absolutely done, and they're saying enough's enough. They realize they went too far letting all those people in, and it's taking over, it's desecrating their country. This right here is them celebrating. They're going to be doing mass deportations very soon. It passed by a majority. President Trump pushed hard to the EU on this issue, and clearly they're understanding the message. Europe would have been gone if they didn't do something. It was being so overrun and overtaken. Now it's time for the United States to push the gas pedal a little bit and make sure that we're taking care of the same issue too. Any violent criminals in our country, it should be no exception. Anybody who doesn't assimilate in our country, that wants to cause violence and wants to cause harm, they gotta go. And all the liberals will sit back and say that this is racist, this is discrimination, whatever they want to say. They all know when they're screaming and clapping right here, they've saved Europe. Congrats to them. I truly think their country would have been lost.
So I don't know if you heard, they were saying send them back. They were chanting that
I couldn't hear it.
in the EU Parliament.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you look at the elections that have been happening all over South America. Colombia just had one where the conservative leader, Trump-style leader, Trump endorsed him, won. And the people were in the streets celebrating, cheering.
Yeah.
I'll play that video you had next.
Colombians are celebrating in the streets tonight because they got rid of their socialist leader and elected a Trump-like guy. Take a listen.
Colombia has a new president, and the streets are going absolutely insane right now. I don't know if you guys can hear it below me, but all the honking and fireworks that are happening right now because Abelardo de la Espriella just won. And if you're living here like myself, and if you're building a business here like myself, this is a freaking big deal. People are outside celebrating right now as if they won the freaking World Cup. They haven't yet, but the reason is because after 4 years of Petro being in the office, Colombians really feel like this country was just going into the wrong direction. There was a lot more crime, a lot more chaos, worse relationships with the United States, as we all know. And tonight they voted for something completely different because this guy is total outsider from what I understand. He never held office a day in his life. He built his whole campaign on cleaning up the streets and making Colombia safer, and Colombians absolutely love that and showed up for that. For expats like myself, I think this is actually going to be a huge reset with U.S. relationships, which is going to make it much easier for us to do business here, to just feel better here, a lot less friction. There was a huge mess with Petro having his visa revoked by Trump. It got that bad, and I think that now this is all over. And for everyday Colombians, the big promise here is very, very simple, and that they just want to feel safe again. He said that he's going to make this country a lot more safer. He's going to crack down on cartels. He's going to build mega prisons, and this is a big deal for them. And I think Colombia is really turning a new page, and the timing couldn't be better for someone like me living here and building here. So I'm definitely excited to see what will happen and continue watching how this country is going to evolve. Let's go.
Sounds like he's taking the Bukele playbook. This guy.
Yeah.
It's funny because we showed the clips back when Maduro got captured, how the last Colombian president was talking all that trash, where he was like, Trump won't come to Colombia and do that with me. Didn't have to. The people said, we don't want you no more. Like, it's over for you, buddy. Like that.
You're shining a light on yourself. They don't realize that. Like you're gonna get exposed because you're being prideful, and now the light's on you.
Yep.
And people are gonna start looking at you and judging what you're doing.
Pride comes before the fall.
Yep. But there's something. It's to me like I don't think these things are a coincidence, and that's why I wanted to show like you got the World Cup, which is the world, right? And you have these things happening, South America, Europe, these things that were, and it's more like you see the hand of God on nations for the people of those nations.
Yeah.
Because God cares about the people in Colombia.
Right.
God cares about the people in Europe. Right? God cares about the people in other countries. North Africa, Algeria, like we just talked about, Egypt, like Iran. God cares about those people. So you just like the World Cup connected to you seeing all these things happening and people starting to take responsibility, right? Realizing like, wait a minute, we need to care about our country.
Right.
We need to be patriots.
To uphold laws.
Yeah.
We need to stop letting people get away with crime. We got to stop
can't just let everybody
in the country. Yeah.
So that's your what are you doing? You're learning that you need boundaries, right? You have to put if you want to actually care about yourself, about others, you need boundaries. So you're starting to see how people are waking up in a sense, right? But it's also simultaneously connected to the greatest country in the world, America. Why is it the greatest country in the world? Why is it that when people come here, they're saying these people are the most hospitable in the world, right? Friendly. It's like, why are we hearing all this? The infrastructure, all this stuff. Those are things that we got to look at and realize what we got. You know, it didn't just get this way. A lot of this is a byproduct of Christianity, in my opinion. It's a byproduct of people trusting in values that come from the Bible.
Yeah.
They come from God. Things that when we align with the way God intended creation to be lived out, we see thriving happen.
Yeah.
Right? So it's really interesting how it's just all these things are kind of connecting together all at once, right? And I think it's a time where we need to pay attention, humble ourselves, change our mind on things, right? Repent. Change your mind.
Your thinking.
And what does repent mean? It means to stop going one way with your thinking. Stop focusing on one thing. Humble yourself.
Yeah.
Change your mind. So repent from the way you've been focusing, and that's what people. Man, I thought America was this. Man, we thought America was that. I apologize.
Yeah,
you know, I'm sorry. This is my apology.
We owe you an apology.
Yeah, like this.
Yeah,
is what it's about. It's not about people.
Yeah,
right. It's not about people being perfect.
No.
It's not about everybody having it all together. No country is perfect. No country has it all together. It's never gonna be that way until Jesus comes back, right? So that's not the point. But the point is, how can we truly care about others?
Yeah.
You know, and you're seeing that genuineness, you know, and even like you're seeing little bits of different cultures that carry that Christ-like understanding, right? They've held on to certain values, right? And you can see that, and you can acknowledge it, and you can appreciate it.
Then look at the countries that are turning out to be a cause of a lot of the chaos. They're the ones that are more connected to Islam. You know what I mean? JD Vance is in Switzerland trying to negotiate with Iran right now. You know, talking about Algeria, talking about Pakistan, and all of these people. You know, Syrians that were coming into the UK, they were causing all these problems.
Yeah.
Like he was on The View.
Yeah, he was on The View. He actually did a great job on there.
Yeah, I saw some. I never watched The View.
JD Vance.
I never watched The View, but I did watch some of that.
Yeah.
A lot of it.
I mean, he did a great job. I even heard Joy Behar told him afterwards he should run for president. Because she was like, you know, he's something she said about him being like a well-spoken or something like that. But yeah, they, you know, people, I think they don't understand that Trump is not a politician. You're not going to get what JD Vance does with Trump. You know, Trump is going to he's going to blow V8. He's going to exaggerate. He's going to sell. He's like you said in the one clip, he's a negotiator.
That's his main thing.
Yeah. And he's going to negotiate deals. This is what they're trying to do with Iran right now. And part of that negotiation, part of that was getting leverage. And part of that leverage he needed was using our military force to show we're not playing with y'all. You're not going to have nuclear weapons. We're going to decimate your military. So the only thing they had was the Strait of Hormuz that they were using to try to gain some leverage.
Yeah.
Then we took control of that. And now it's just like a matter of, I don't know if you've been following it, but it's the Lebanon thing, like
with Israel.
Yeah. That's part of the, I think Iran wants to keep that as part of the deal, as an excuse, a way out to like say, well, if Israel does anything in Lebanon, then it's no deal. You know what I mean? Then we have to, we're going to have to strike. And then, you know, so I think they're using that as like their way out.
Yeah.
To keep things going.
Yeah, and these are all things that we got to pray for. I mean, anytime with war, there's always going to be casualties that I don't think anybody should want to see people dying.
No.
And like, oh, yeah, that's just a part of war. No, that's the point.
Yeah.
Nobody should want war.
Yeah.
Is it necessary sometimes? Yeah, sometimes it's the only way because of pride, right? But and you know, like if they're gonna take it too far, you know, especially with the ideology.
Yeah.
Again, Islam, like it's the ideology. Now, when we say that, are we talking about all Muslims? No,
absolutely not.
We love Muslims. It's a different with ideology, and all Muslims don't believe the same thing.
Yeah.
Exactly. So that's a whole nother thing, right? Most of the Muslims that are from Iran are Shia Muslims versus Sunni Muslims. So that's a whole different thing. So just to be clear, like we're not coming against Muslims, so to speak, but we are saying the ideology is dangerous. That when you read the Quran, when you see the thinking in it, even if like what's the highest marriage between first cousins? Nation?
Yeah, Pakistan.
Yeah. Why? Because of Islam. Like that's you can't say anything about it. How about child marriages? Because of Islam. It's the same thing. So this is what we're saying. These are byproducts of this ideology, right? Versus the byproducts of a different ideology, right? It doesn't mean that the byproduct is how everybody is serving things perfectly. Like even in America, right? We're not saying just because it's the majority Christian doesn't mean that everybody's serving God the way that they should be serving God,
or they're all good people, or they're living righteously.
But when you hold to truth, you're gonna thrive.
Yeah,
that's the point. Like you're gonna thrive because you reap what you sow. It's that simple.
Yeah.
Right. So when you say we're not gonna accept this, we're gonna accept that. Right. We're not gonna put up with this. You see the difference.
Yeah.
If you let people in your house say, you know what? Everybody's the same. We're all humans. Come in my house. You think there's not going to be people that are going to take advantage of that?
Yeah.
You're going to find out real quick how they take advantage of that. So then you're going to be like, maybe this wasn't a good idea.
Maybe I need to set some boundaries.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe I need to change my ideals or my
ideology. Yeah.
So then I got to change it. Wait, you can't come in anymore. Right? I got to vet you before I let you in. It's different. It's that simple, man.
As you're speaking, you're talking about dangerous ideologies. That's what we deal with the left in this country. A lot of their ideas and their views for society are dangerous when you really break them down to truth and non-truth and what it result and the byproduct.
Yep.
I mean, and you see it in all of these liberal cities. What do you have? Rampant homelessness, crime, drugs, abuse, sexual predators, trans kids,
overly taxed.
being
right, and that
money being
wasted money
or just stolen, corruption, fraud. All of these fake organizations that they keep finding.
Yep.
These investigations are going crazy right now in all of these states. I mean, California is under some crazy investigations right now. But speaking of investigations, this is a great segue into CNN getting to the bottom of something very serious. I don't know if you heard about what's been going on in D.C. What's been going on in D.C. Mom, have you heard about this?
No.
There's a big scandal afoot in D.C. and CNN is doing their best journalism. They're doing more journalistic work on this than they did to get to the bottom of COVID and where it came from. They didn't want to know about the lab leak theory. They didn't want to talk about Dr. Fauci. But this, they're getting to the bottom of. There has been algae in the reflecting pool that Trump just spent, what was it, $14 million to make it look nice and pretty. And everybody is making a big deal about the fact that algae appeared in this pool and Trump, it was a big shame up on Trump. Let's watch CNN show their investigative journalism at work.
And we're going to scoop up a water sample to see if we can get this tested.
CNN independently took the sample of water and consulted with a pool store that regularly tests water to help.
Not a pool store. CNN picked up this water and consulted with a pool. Oh, wow. No, they didn't spare any expense going to the most vast of scientific research. It's just we went to a pool store up the street.
The results, it showed phosphate levels far higher than what is recommended to keep algae at bay based on estimates for a pool that holds 6.5 million gallons of water.
If there's already some phosphate fertilizer in the water, that's really opportunistic, especially for the blue-green algae that can fix nitrogen. So they are having a field day out here, probably.
The Department of Interior says they believe some of the initial problem was residual algae that had accumulated in pipes and insists the filtration system called the ozone nanobubbler is working.
Yeah, so the pool has algae, but come to find out that there's more of a conspiracy at foot.
I was just gonna say.
Than appears.
Somebody put it in there.
So apparently, people have been purposely dumping algae and like vandalizing the covering on the bottom just to satisfy their Trump derangement syndrome.
Wow.
These news stories were coming out. American Olympic canoeist arrested for allegedly vandalizing Lincoln Memorial reflecting pool. It says former U.S. Olympian was arrested for allegedly vandalizing Lincoln Memorial pool. David Heem, blah, 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 blah. We get it. Trump claimed that the vandals poured destructive chemicals into the pool that would have to be drained so that the repairs could be made. The reflected pool was never so beautiful as it was just 1 week ago, even going back to 1922 when it opened. We are very proud of what we have done with this magnificent structure, and we will get repaired quickly to an equal level of beauty, Trump wrote. He blamed the vandals for current dismal state of the reflecting pool just weeks after $14.8 million restoration project. Additionally, he vowed to have the pool repaired quickly as possible. Additionally, the grass at the National Mall was defaced after the giant etching of number 8647 was put there. The numerical phrase, blah, blah, blah. We know what that is. So show a little bit more about this. Is Trump talking about it here.
We didn't have a lot of them then. Oh, how would these vandals have gotten so close to do something like that? Do you have any proof of this?
I mean, we didn't have a lot of them then. Who would think that somebody would go into a pool and take a knife and start cutting it?
But do you have proof of that?
Yeah, we have proof. Well, let's put it this way. when you have a
questioning, so
350, I think it's 350, not 250, a 350-foot slit from one end to the other, you think that's proof? You think that's proof?
Reporters have been down there today looking for that slit that you mentioned, and
Well,
there's no evidence of
all
it.
you'd have to do is see the Parks Department. They'll show it to you. See the secretary. But I saw it. They cut it. They cut it very violently. The same thing with the floor. They cut it, and then they lifted it. They pulled it, and that's what it is. And you know, we've done over 50 monuments.
Yeah. So they're reporting that someone went in there purposely adding algae and and also cutting the protective layer at the bottom to make the pool look dirty, basically, because he spent all that money to. And look at this. There's people out there protesting.
Trump used $40 million no bid contract to do this. Obviously, he didn't consult with scientists, as the scientists would have told him the consequences of having algae in the pipes, painting on concrete. Now, after a $40 million no bid contract, they have to spend more millions of dollars to mitigate it for July 4th. But this is not going to end on July 4th. The algae is going to continue to grow. So this is the problem. This wasn't a problem. That is now a problem.
Just trying to hear you. It's hard to hear through the mask and the noise.
So you're saying let's go algae, Team Algae.
Yeah, because
so
we
you
want
it
Trump
to happen.
because whatever can make Trump look bad.
Yeah.
That's so stupid.
I'm for. This is what I'm saying. This is the level of TDS that we've reached, where it's like we just want anything we can possibly have.
And they're showing that everywhere, because I went to Titi's house and there they go, showing that about the algae.
Yeah. Yep, that's what they're talking about.
And something told me that somebody did it.
But again, like, this is confirmation bias, and we talk about this all the time. If you want to believe it, you're gonna look for it, right?
Yep.
But this is what we're saying. Like, focus on something else. What is happening? Where do you see, like, if you believe in God, where's God working in the world? Because so many people, they're believers, but they're looking at everything to pick apart what Trump is doing, what America is. America's not a good country, But look at what's going on in the world.
Look at this. DC police have started making felony arrests after green-haired liberals entered into the reflecting pool, began dumping loads of live algae into it. They also intentionally peeling paint from the pool as Antifa anarchists causing chaos on dirt bikes in an attempt to distract law enforcement. We're told law enforcement in areas descending on the pool now. You can see them in there doing what they do. Just trying to cause chaos.
It's sad, man.
To the point where they had to bring, I believe Trump brought, look, this is them protesting still. Pride flags. This is insane behavior.
So
Let's
stupid.
go algae.
They look so stupid.
And look, it says on her thing, 8647.
Yeah. Yeah, God sent the algae. So he had to send the National Guard out there. See, look, this is the... You think that just happens on its own? They just repaired all of that.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
it's crazy that you got to do that
for the reflecting pool. Something, a national monument, something that they wanted to look nice for the people coming here. Yeah,
but when you wanna figure out ways to bring destruction, you can figure it out.
This is CNN talking about it as well.
I think that the $14 million plus price tag that is associated with this cleanup project was ridiculous.
Did you oppose President Obama spending $34 million on the Lincoln Memorial and the reflecting pool?
I know that when President Obama invested, he did it with science in mind. So there was not an algae takeover.
The Lincoln Memorial reflecting pool reopened at the end of August to great fanfare after a $34 million renovation that lasted nearly 2 years. But less than a month later, the famous pool of water is full of algae.
For the record, you believe that algae didn't exist when Barack Obama was the president. Is that right?
I believe that once he invested in the beautification of that specific part, what we did not see was a takeover.
Famous pool of water is full of algae. Algae are simple organisms that thrive in areas where there is heat and sunlight.
Because we just didn't see anything happen.
Just for the record, for 1.6 billion years, algae has existed in stagnant pools on planet Earth, but not during the Obama administration.
What I'm saying is that it was treated, which is what Donald Trump could have done.
If it's sunny, if it's really warm, it will rise to the top. So on some days, depending on the weather, you will see algae at the top.
I learned something tonight. I didn't realize that President Obama had cured algae when for 1.6 billion years, algae had been undefeated.
You see, like, the bias is so strong. She's just, I know that Obama, when he had invested in the Lincoln Memorial, that he did it with science in mind and that there wasn't an algae takeover. And they show literally the story from when Obama was president, how there was algae a month later. It was full of algae.
Unbelievable.
But, you know, these people just, they cannot function in reality. Yeah. TDS is just taking over them. Even The View chimed in on this, of course.
Are to blame. He says they illegally placed chemicals in the water and left a 300-foot gash in the pool. Now, 5 people are said to have been arrested. He says a 10-year prison sentence will be strictly enforced. Oh. Well, if he's saying he's going to jail for 10 years, I'm going to let him go.
What?
Because, I mean, it seems to me that had he not messed with the pool, you know, it would still be a reflecting pool instead of a liquid jungle, which is what it looks like. But to accuse 5 people of doing this, but seemingly there's no proof, because I want to know who left a 300-foot gash in the pool and
that
nobody.
Would be tough to do, and not get like footage of somebody doing it,
and nobody would see it. I mean,
You know how easily you could do that if you have one of those scraper tools or anything like that, and you just go through there real quick while they're not paying attention, and you go through and scratch that bottom up like that.
It's
like,
not hard.
It's not hard to do.
Do you see what people are doing? Like,
these women are slow, bro.
I don't even
do they think that someone went with a knife or something? Like,
they don't know.
And talking about he shouldn't have messed with the. Did you see? It was disgusting. That's why he wanted to clean it up.
Yeah.
President Trump would have never left the pool like that. Never.
It's just crazy that this is even a story and something that they're trying to make into, you know, a big deal when it's like they straight up showed how Obama spent more to do it and it still had algae and no one cared. No one cared.
Yep.
But with Trump, they're doing investigations. They're taking scoops of water and taking it to the pool guy to test it for pH levels. Tell us, is this swimmable water? Yeah. Crazy, man. All right. Anything else you got?
No.
I don't got nothing else either. I mean, we talked about everything. Keir Starmer, I was going to talk about that. Yeah. He's resigning. We got to everything pretty much. The only other thing is Karmelo Anthony. I don't know if you, his dad was no, not Karmelo Anthony. Austin Metcalf was doing an interview on Fox. I didn't see it though, but he was supposed to be doing an interview tonight.
Yeah, I didn't. I saw his other interview.
What interview?
Or he was just
just talking on a live where he was talking crazy like that.
Oh,
yeah,
I saw that.
Yeah, we talked about that on here though.
Yeah.
But yeah, let me see. I have a little document here. See if there was anything else I missed. Nope. Colombia, we talked about that. Keir Starmer. Iran, yeah, they're talking to Iran right now. That's it, man.
In my prayer time, I've been praying a lot about a great awakening.
That's good.
Yeah.
A natural awakening that's lifting me up, speaking to the piece of me that's been on the run. All right, guys, let's wrap it up there, man. Thank you guys for watching. I said we wasn't going to do a long one tonight just because we started late. But we appreciate everybody. Make sure you like, share, comment, all that good stuff wherever you're watching from. And if you want to support what we do, become a Patreon member. Consider it. Link is in the description. You can sign up and become a part of our community, help fund what we do, and help us keep going on this thing so we can keep growing. And hopefully we'll see you guys next week, man. God bless everybody. Peace.
Young lion, go live, yeah. Young lion, you rich, yeah.